Hi! Okay, so today I'm going to teach you how to make a child's play cape. So, you're going to need a few things, like a big piece of fabric, about let's say 20 inches by 30-ish, however big or long you think that your kid will need. You'll need some form of a ribbon or string. Bias tape is what we used here, so if you can see. This was a 4-fold, so when you open it up, it's like that. And then what you do is you're just gonna sew it together. And this will be the part that goes around the neck. And then for the decoration part, just whatever you have kind of kicking around. We thought this one would be fun, and this is for my girlfriend, her baby, so here we go. What you're gonna do first is you're gonna hem all 4 corners of your big piece of fabric. I'll give you an exact measurement when I am done sewing this. So I've partially done 2 sides, and I'm just gonna finish up the other side here. Ooh, listen to the power I've got going on today. And then just give that a little fold, turn through your machine, and keep going. So this is my last side that I will be sewing because I started at this corner. So just folding that over once, and then once again, kind of like a jean hem on the bottom of your jeans. And then you stitch along the whole edge. Okay, so this is what we have. Just one big piece, and all of the edges are hemmed into the same way. You can go around it in like a square, or you can do like a side and then do the top and then do the bottom. Anyway, the measurements are roughly about 28 inches by 20. So obviously the 20-inch edge is going to be the upper part. So this is going to be the part that when it's on, it's around the neck. Now, in order to make it smaller and have the bottom still be bigger but not have to cut like an awkward shape, you're going to want to do some pleats. So let's do, I don't know, we'll try 3 inches. So measure off 3 inches. I have a little ruler sticker taped on my sewing table here. So if you're wondering why I am so efficient, that's why. So we've got 3 inches here, and then about 1.5. This doesn't have to be exact. This is not something professional. You just do what you think feels good, because your kid doesn't care. I can promise you that. They literally just want to play with something. So whatever you do, they're gonna love. They'll just be tickled pink that you did it for them in the first place. So like literally do whatever you want with this. If you want to do 3 pleats, do 3 pleats. If you want to do 1, do 1. But try and make it even, maybe, if you can. Is it critical? No. Does anyone really care? Not really. Sewing's about having fun, especially if you're doing it for your family or your kids. You really want to make sure that you're just having fun doing it, because it's about joy. Crafting should be about having fun. So I've done 1 on each side. I decided that I would start there. So a 3-inch in, and then folding back 1.5, and then folding forward again. And then now I'm going to kind of look at that and see, ooh, where's the middle? Okay, I've got the middle there. Maybe I'll try folding the middle in on itself and see what that looks like. And if I like that, I'm gonna go with that. And if I don't, I'll just take it out. But I recommend using pins, because let's be real, I use them and I'm like, I'm a professional. So just give it a quick pinaroo, just a pinaroo, and say to yourself, yeah, I like what I did. I'm good with that. Okay. So I've just folded this a few different ways. and I think I'm happy with it. It's fine. So let's get that sewn together. And you really only need to sew on the parts that you have the folds. So that works. And you just want to follow along with that stitch that you made for the hem, because then you've kind of got less stitches going on. Sometimes you'll get like a million different stitches, and then you just start looking like it's real homemade, which isn't bad, but if you're trying to impress someone, which you shouldn't be, because you should just own it. Just own whatever you're doing. Okay, so cut your threads. You've got your threads cut. Okay. So we've got a few pleats in here. Again, this does not matter how it's pleated. You can just fold it in half, fold it in a couple little folds. It doesn't matter. It just, you need it shorter so it sits on the neck properly. Now, for the next part, ooh, it's around my neck. You have to decide, do you want it over top or underneath? Either one doesn't really matter. But first, because I used bias tape, you're gonna wanna see how it unfolds like that. You wanna just stitch that down. So give it a quick run through the old machine. See how fast that goes? It's loud. It's like a lawnmower. And yes, if you're wondering, I have sewed through my finger. So take that, look at the approximate half, place it at your new approximate half. Okay. And then say to yourself, I'm gonna nail this. You're gonna stitch it down from end to end. Now, because I have an industrial machine, it's way easier than a domestic machine to go through all those layers of fabric. So if it looks like I'm making it look easy, it's because number one, I have a really great machine, and number two, I've been sewing for like 16, 17 years. So, you know, I've done a couple things here and there. Now our next part, the baby who I'm making this for, his name is Axel. So his name starts with an A. And we're gonna make an A out of this stuff. His mommy loves this stuff, like loves this stuff. So I'm gonna look at my cape and I'm gonna make an A out of this. And all I'm doing is pinning this on. So let's say we'll do it like this. Fold your bottom piece under always. If you're doing a ribbon or sequins or whatever, just fold it under so you don't get a giant frayed edge. Ain't nobody like a piece of garbage. Nobody wants frayed junk all over the place. I mean, I know frayed jeans are a thing, but should they be? I don't know. Jury's out on that one. I don't know why you'd buy something already wrapped. And now it's time for my cough. Good. Okay, now that we've got that portion out of today's episode, so I've pinned this on here. I'm just gonna show you the pinning because I have to hurry. I think I only have a minute left. So I'm gonna do that, do a quick stitch-a-rooney on that, and then I'll just have to go across the center and I'll be done. So, just one more thing. I might be having a visitor. I hear someone coming down the stairs. And then, all I have to do is go across the middle, and voila, I am done. So that's how you sew a child's cape in 10 minutes or less. And I'll stop now because, obviously, I'm out of time. Bye!